Hi, and welcome to the Guardian Way. Today's episode is episode 77. And what we're going to talk to you about today is about the balance and the differences between having the lowest bidder of security contracts versus one that base it on value. Our co host and producer for the series, of course, is Garrett Thomas, the CEO and founder of Guardian Protection Force. Good morning, Garrett.
Good morning.
So, Garrett, tell me a little bit. When you and I were talking a few weeks ago, when we started to develop this episode, there was a lot of points you wanted to try and get across that people that are in the audience probably need to consider when they're thinking about what type of security to pay for.
Yeah, absolutely. People who are in the industry probably know it fairly well. Sometimes people who are not or need the service but are not familiar with the industry, they often just look at bids, and they just look at who bid it the cheapest, and often go that route. So we'll talk a little bit about why that may not be the best savings. That may not be the best bet for your organization.
That's great. Okay, well then, Garrett, I'm going to turn this over to you and let you walk us through these talking points and give our audience a little bit more information.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a difference here between lowest bidders and a value-based bidder. Sometimes when I say value-based, I mean giving you a fair price for a quality service. A lowest bidder might have minimally qualified guards to reduce cost, limited or no background checks, minimal training provided or no training at all, leading to lower effectiveness in handling security incidents. A value-based bidder employs highly qualified personnel with thorough background checks, provides extensive training, and tailor that training to the specific needs of the customer, de-escalation and emergency response and things like this. Attracts and retains experienced professionals due to higher pay and benefits. A lower bidder might have limited or one-time basic training for guards. That training might be the same training that they've had for the last 10 years, and they never add on to that. As many people know, things change in the industry. Little to no focus on ongoing education or specialized skills. Fails to adapt training to specific property needs. A value-based bidder might offer comprehensive and ongoing training programs. Focus on specialized training for scenarios like tenant safety, emergency evacuations, or legal compliance. Invest in certifications and skill development. A lower bidder might have outdated or insufficient technology or minimal investment in innovation like real-time monitoring apps or automated incident reporting systems. A value-based bidder might have better technology, including AI surveillance, real-time monitoring systems, and mobile reporting apps. Implements integrated systems that enhance communication with the property managers and law enforcement. Provides detailed incident reports and analytics. And most importantly, they're trained to give these reports. The lowest bidder struggles with inadequate staffing levels, leading to slower response times, higher turnover rates, causing gaps in service continue in a continuing fashion. Value-based bidders might maintain sufficient staffing levels to ensure quick response to incidents, deploys guards strategically to optimize coverage and response efficiently. A lower bidder may cut corners on legal and regulatory compliance to save cost. Higher risk of lawsuits due to poorly trained guards or unlicensed personnel. Minimal insurance coverage, exposing property managers to liability. I think one of the most important ones here to consider is the lawsuits due to improper trained guards. Value-based bidders, fully compliant with California laws and licensing requirements, offers comprehensive insurance to protect property management firms, regularly updates protocols to ensure legal and safety compliance. A lowest bidder might provide generic one-size-fits-all security plans, limited ability to adapt to unique property or tenant needs. A lot of times, a bidder like this may just create a protocol across the board, across the company for all clients, all sites. That may not fit what you need. Value-based bidders design customized security solutions. They're tailored to you and your specific needs. Regularly reviews and adjusts plans to match evolving needs or threats. Whereas a lower bidder might minimally communicate with property management teams, unprofessional interaction with tenants or guests could result in less sales for you. A value-based bidder maintains open lines of communication with property managers, trains guards and customer service to ensure positive interactions with tenants and visitors. Most importantly, they train their people to be able to have those communications. Lowest bidders often prioritize cost cutting over quality, resulting in reputational damage for both the security firm and the property management firm. Limited accountability mechanisms for incidents or complaints. A value-based bidder builds and maintains a strong reputation by delivering consistent, high-quality service. Transparent reporting and accountability mechanisms to address concerns promptly. A lower bidder may have high turnover due to poor compensation, lack of employee satisfaction, creates inconsistent service quality, and requires frequent retraining. Whereas a value-based bidder retains employees through competitive wages, benefits, and career development opportunities. We find today that career development opportunities are very important. Ensures continuity and consistency in service delivery. The lowest base bidder offers lower upfront costs, but often results in higher indirect costs. Some of these costs might be theft, vandalism, liability claims, lack of proactive measures leading to reoccurring security issues. Whereas a value-based bidder balances costs with long-term value by preventing incidents and maintaining a safe environment. They reduce overall risk and liability for property management firms.
Well, Garrett, this has been great information for our audience, and I think that they can at least take it and peruse it a little bit more in detail and think a bit about the fact that there is obviously some trade-offs between the absolute lowest cost and then the performance of service and your expectation of quality. This is going to be a valuable, as we go into the new year, episode for all of our potential prospects and all of our audience to think about. So, Garrett, why don't you sign us off today? And before you do, make sure everybody understands a little bit about the services that Guardian does provide and how best to reach you.
Yeah, before I sign off, we're coming into a new year. So happy new year to everybody. During this time, a lot of people are accepting bids. So, when you are doing this, you need to really pay attention to, what you're going to receive or what you should expect to receive. And so I hope this comes informative and helpful to you. But before I sign off, some of the things we could do is a no-fee site assessment, workplace violence prevention development, AI camera systems, guard and patrol services, security operations plans, contentious termination services, and as always, executive protection.
Well, great, Garrett. Then I'm going to let you go ahead and say goodbye to our audience, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody on the next episode of The Guardian Way.
Thank you very much. Stay safe and see you next time.